surprising action film and one of the year's best movies are on area screens this weekend.
Here to tell us about Hobbs Shaw and American Woman are film critics Pam Powell and Chuck Kaplinski. Can we call you Hobbs and Shaw just for today? Or?
I think
sure, why not?
Definitely.
Who's who?
Yeah. I'm so surprised to hear you say the year's best movie because it's kind of like been a flop this summer on movies, no?
It has been. It has been an awful summer for movies, but this one is a smaller film. It's not a big Hollywood film, and that makes all the difference.
Okay, which one are we starting with then?
Well, why don't we start with that one?
Let's start with that one. There we go.
So we're not starting with Hobbs and Shaw?
And this is American Woman, then, is the one we're talking about, right?
American Woman is what we're going to start with, apparently.
Okay.
And this stars Sienna Miller as a young mom. She has given birth to a child at the age of 16, and now she's got a teenager of her own. This teenager also has a child. One day, her daughter goes missing, and she is now charged with raising her infant grandson. This is just like the mother's worst nightmare that could possibly ever happen. Having your daughter disappear, not knowing where she is. Is she around? Did she get hurt? Did she run away? They have a very tumultuous relationship, and let me tell you, Sienna Miller's character of Deborah does not get Mother of the Year award. She's crass, she's tough, she has lived up to her reputation that is not a very nice one, it's rather sordid. But as the years go by, and this does take place over an 11-year period, which is a really tough thing to do, as we saw in Cold War, which I didn't think pulled it off. This film does. We get to know this mother, Deborah, and her family. Christina Hendricks is in this as a supporting actress as her sister, and Aaron Paul comes into the picture in a very unexpected way. We see this woman grow. This is a real deep character study of a woman in rural Pennsylvania and her family and how they support her and how she has to rely on herself to find the truth about what happened to her daughter while she goes through the trials and tribulations of raising her grandson. This is a haunting performance. Sienna Miller's probably best performance that I've ever seen, and I think she's a really talented actress. This is a hidden gem. I put this up here with Ophelia, which is another one of my favorite films of the year. Don't miss seeing this one. These are spectacular performances, and this cuts to the heart of America.
Is this only going to smaller theaters, or is this a wide release?
At the Art Theater this week, along with Ophelia. Get to the Art Theater this week.
Or you're missing out.
Right.
Yeah, you know, the great thing about this job that we have is when we're surprised, because so often you know exactly what you're going to get with these movies, Hobbs and Shaw. But in this case, I really had no idea what I was getting, and boy, was I surprised. I love this film. Loved this film. As you say, Miller knocks it out of the park. And it's just a quiet movie, but it is such an honest movie, and I think that's what I liked about it. You don't like this woman, but then again, you grow to respect her as you see her change, and I just really was knocked out by this film.
It feels like a lot of movies and TV shows have kind of gone that way, where you find yourself rooting for somebody who, in theory, is doing a lot of bad stuff.
Or just is not a perfect person. They're a flawed person, but aren't we all?
Yeah.
So I think it's somebody that we can identify with, although, you know, hopefully I was a little better mother than this one. But yeah, thanks a lot. But yeah, definitely I think characters that we can more easily relate to than those perfect, you know, Mothers of the Year and Fathers of the Year.
Oscar buzz?
It's too small, but I hope they champion it. She deserves at least a nomination, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Hobbs and Shaw sounds like it's predictable from what you were saying a few minutes ago.
Well, if you want to see stuff blown up real good, this is what you're going to get.
All right.
Remember, the full title of this is Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, because Hobbs and Shaw, played by The Rock and Jason Statham, appeared in the last Fast and Furious film, and of course they had great chemistry, and they decided to put these characters into their own movie, Hobbs and Shaw. They team up to track down this British spy, that's not the British spy at all, who has in possession of a programmable virus. Not them either. And the programmable virus is something that can be used to spread disease, not in that car. But they have to chase down this spy lady, and there's a bad guy after them, not in Furious 7 at all. The bad guy is played by Idris Elba. And Idris Elba is kind of like the Terminator. He has been dead, actually killed by the Jason Statham character, but been brought back to life, augmented. He is very much like the Terminator, and he is after them. Now, of course, we've seen this before. There's no question we've seen things like this before. But what makes this good, and I can't believe I'm saying what makes this good, in reference to this film, is the chemistry between these two guys, Johnson and Statham. They are antagonistic throughout this thing, and they're having great fun insulting each other, just getting under each other's skins.
Kind of like you and Pam.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why we connect so much to these characters.
So that was fun. And then the female spy, played by Vanessa Kirby, who maybe you'll get to see her one day, actually ends up being Jason Statham's long-lost sister. And this actress, Vanessa Kirby, I've seen her a couple of times. She's rumored to be Catwoman in the next Batman film.
Really?
And having seen her in this, and the way she moves, the way she handles physical action things, she'll be able to pull that off really well. And even Idris Elba, I mean, he's a great actor, but the villain, I even related to him. You can understand what he's doing, and he really kind of wants to pull a Thanos thing.
Yeah.
The whole organization wants to just wipe out everyone who they feel is not worthy of living to increase humanity's evolution.
Any of the other Fast and Furious stars in this one?
No, but two great cameos, which we're not going to ruin.
Don't spoil that.
Major stars.
Really?
Major stars.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, they just pop up out of nowhere, and it was
Literally pop up out of nowhere.
And then
Did you
stuff
like this
blows
one?
up real
I
good.
loved
Real
this
good.
movie.
Yes, even she liked it.
Wow.
Even she did, even Mikey. Yeah, I did not want to go see this. I
Neither
was
did
not thrilled, and you weren't either. We were going
No.
to actually skip it, and we thought, nah, I got to do it. So we went, and I am so glad that I did because I was really entertained. It was a little long. They should have cut a little bit with the
I agree.
action scenes. 2 hours and 15 minutes is enough. It should have been more like 2 hours, but the chemistry is hilarious. I mean, absolutely antagonistic and phenomenal. Stunts, oh my God. You didn't know what was happening, what's real, what's green screen. Your jaw's on the floor as you're watching.
And
I'm excited talking about it.
And what's great is that Statham's sister is attracted to The Rock.
Of course.
So that gets under his skin, which is great.
Who isn't?
Exactly.
This is very true.
Okay,
So true.
we've got some winners to announce.
We do. Winners of this poster, framed poster, and I think I have the...
John Parks and
here.
David Laker.
Thank you. These two things, you can pick
Nice.
them up at the station. And these are yours. Thank you for participating in our contest. You had to write down or post what your favorite nostalgic television show was.
Do you remember what theirs were?
I do. I don't remember which was which, but one of them was Wild
Wild West,
and the
which
other
I
was
loved.
Hawaii Five-0 with the original.
The
Jack
original.
Ward.
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah, fun contest. Thank you, everyone, for participating, and congratulations to our two winners.
Book 'em, Pamela.
And this is why you go to their Facebook page and check them out. Not only do they have reviews, but you can win stuff. And that was well played, Chuck.
Yes,
Thank you.
We've
Nice
got
job.
all
I
their,
got nothing.
So I get the big buttons.
all their information on CILiving.tv.